right, and we're back live here from Coffeyville, Kansas at Veterans Memorial Stadium. What a great way to start off the homestand with a
Absolutely.
victory, a 4-1 victory from the women. What did you like most about that first game?
I really enjoyed how just you could even up here in the booth, we're on the third story of Veterans Memorial Stadium. You could just tell how excited everybody is to have soccer again here in Coffeyville, Kansas,
Nice.
into new season, starting off the home season, and it was just awesome to see action once again, and that's something that a win, a lot of goals, that's always exciting, things like that. But for me, I'm just glad that we're back as a broadcaster. We're back calling these games. We're back at it.
Yeah, it is fun to be back here, that's for sure. On a wonderful Saturday afternoon. I could be doing a lot of other things, Zach. I'm a pretty popular guy.
That's
A
right.
lot of people want me to be a lot of different places, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't want to be anywhere other than right here, right now. That's for sure.
You're not going to prep for the the Mayweather McGregor fight later?
Well, and let's go ahead and touch upon that a little
Yeah.
bit. So there's
Timestamping this.
There's kind of a big deal. There's something kind of popular going on
That's
tonight.
right.
It's kind of a big deal. Mayweather versus McGregor. We've had Irish students and Irish players in the past, so I
Mhm.
can only imagine where their allegiance lies.
Well, and we've had at Coffeyville, we've had boxers here.
Oh yes, that's
Buster
right.
Douglas was
Buster
here.
Douglas is an
Yeah.
alumni of CCC.
That's right. Played basketball here for a year, I think.
Interestingly enough,
Yeah,
the
so-
man who knocked out Mike Tyson back in
Yeah.
the day.
Yes.
And it scored him a video game deal. I remember
That's
playing
right.
Buster Douglas boxing game. It was terrible, but
But he went to Coffeyville. We've
Yeah.
got some people from Conor McGregor's home, so it's kind of interesting.
we've got it all going on
That's
here in
right.
Coffeyville. That's for sure.
Probably some Floyd fans here too, or people at least anticipating a victory for him. So, not to timestamp this video, but in this game, but it's a cultural thing that even hits here home in Coffeyville, Kansas.
Yeah, and to be quite honest with you, all the kids were talking about it in class on Friday. I even had them do like a prediction on the
Nice.
roll sheet where they put who they thought were going to win and in what round.
Were you the cool teacher that gave extra credit?
We'll see about that. I might just give extra pride out. But,
There you go.
honestly, sports is a big part of our culture, and we are here right now. You at home are watching us right now, so obviously it's a part of yours. But, as an American culture and as a world, culture overall, it plays a big part. And something as phenomenal as, Mayweather versus McGregor is going to be watched and heard and seen and felt all over the world. Even once the person gets knocked out tonight, or even once that last decision is made, it's not just going to stop right there.
No.
It's going to continue on, and it's always going to be something we talk about, and there might even be a rematch. You never know.
Well, it's an event that's been anticipated for such a long time, just like the home opening season here for Coffeyville Community College
Definitely
soccer.
so,
It's
yeah.
something that these players since last season have been excited for, and it's something that these fans in this town has been eagerly awaiting.
And that's a true statement there. Nothing better than soccer on a Saturday afternoon, that's for sure.
And you get
So
nice weather.
Yeah, and as Mr. Butcher would always say, Ryan Butcher, a beautiful day for the beautiful game. The Brazilians famously call soccer the beautiful game. So let's get it on. We have kicked off already. Again, Blue River out of Kansas City against the Coffeyville Red Ravens. Red Ravens in red, of course. Long ball sent down to the middle. And now let's touch upon the starting 11 here for Coffeyville. We'll have Nathan Hart in goal. We saw him last year. He's an important figure coming back for the Red Ravens. David Favila, Ricardo Salcido. We have Jake Gormel from across the pond. Rafael Domingos, he actually scored in the Red Ravens last game, so he's a threat up front, that's for sure. Aaron Edwards, the other scorer in last week's game. He is a returning sophomore. He's going to be a huge part of that midfield. We have Baylor Cox, another returning sophomore. Have Dylan Rinsberg, Guillermo Lira, Andre Johnson, Jimmy Lechuga. He's going to round that out. Definitely some key players off the bench. And I think a men's team that you will find has a lot more skill and a lot more, firepower up front than in previous years. No offense to previous teams.
No, but you're always trying to build towards a better future than you were before, and that's what those past teams were all about, is trying to build a culture and a foundation that future Coffeyville Red Ravens will be able to take advantage of and to enjoy. So that's something that in athletics you're always trying to go forward, you're always trying to press forward and improve upon what you did yesterday.
And, of course, as a coach, you want to have a complete squad. You want
Yes.
to have it all the way around. And let me go ahead and say this. Those teams in the past might not have had the firepower, but, boy, we had some good defensive lines, some back lines in those years previous. So it all worked out for us as far as, we had skill in one area, trying to get better in the other. I feel like we've done that this year. Last week, we played Johnson County, and as I mentioned during the women's broadcast, yes, it was a loss for the Red Ravens. Ooh, nice ball played in, almost getting there to number 12, Baylor Cox. He was going to poach that one right into the net, but a tough game from the men against a very, very good Johnson County team. I know all the players felt good about it. Shiki felt good about it.
And not all losses are felt the same or represented the same.
True.
And it's one of those to have some success in some moments. Yeah, against our that's a great program. So it's one of those things of you can definitely build on that, and it can be a sign of better things to come.
I think that sometimes players enjoy it when you start off the year playing teams, I don't want to say that are just terrible, maybe cupcake type teams. You play a team like Johnson County right out of the gate, it says a lot about where you're at right there as a team.
Absolutely.
It shows the coach quite a bit, and I think it's just good for the players overall to get that good competition right then and there, to experience that, and maybe they can sustain that level of competition throughout versus, playing some cupcake games here and there and then maybe finally going up against good competition but not knowing how to get to that high level because you hadn't been there yet.
Exactly. And it's always, picking up a win is great and all, or beating up on somebody who might not be as competitive as you might be used to, but it's one of those things of the goal for every team is to compete for a title of some sort at the end of the year. So if you don't play against that type of competition on a regular basis, if you don't want to, where does that put you as a team?
That's a very good point. Nice ball movement here from the Red Ravens. Number 16, Lear, a very good movement out of the middle. Just coming up short on his pass. Blue River trying to get their switch on here. Quick foul.
Yeah, there's been several of those early into this ball game, so both teams excited to be playing here, getting a little bit physical.
Definitely a fast pace so far, and you have refereed games before, maybe not in soccer, but other sports. You want to set that tone early.
Absolutely. Well, it sets the official rules for today's game of what everybody's got to abide by for the rest of the evening. And if you don't do that, if you let players try to guess, then that takes away from their athletic ability because they're too busy thinking about what you're going to do. If they understand how the rules and how the game is going to be played that day, then they can then adjust and be their normal, superior athletic selves. I mean, that's what you want, right, out of a competition. So that's the idea, and I like when officials do that.
And regardless of what the MLB umpires are doing right now, referees should try to be a part of the game as least as possible, as least as they can. But MLB umpires seem to want to be the vocal point of the show.
They're being replaced by machines, and they don't like that.
That's an interesting point. That's a whole other podcast right there. But quick throw in. That's going to go back towards
I got to say, the all-red unis they're striking.
Yeah, I
like them.
Definitely so.
It's a nice smooth red and definitely puts the red in Red Raven.
I'm not even going to,
it's a compliment, right? I like the jerseys.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Both, and the women sported new jerseys as well today in their game. I liked both of them.
I like it. Look good. Feel confident.
Exactly.
Play good.
And again, I think we both have mentioned, I think you said you wore a large, and I'll take an extra large if they got any spare laying around.
Oh, and I know Shiki listens to these games afterwards, so Christmas is coming up pretty soon.
We know he watches the games. We don't know if he listens. The mute button might be on.
Let's hope not. Pretty good intensity so far, though, from both teams. Kind of like the women's game, back and forth, filling each other out.
Again, we mentioned that the first few minutes of every game, you're trying to get a feel for how your team is going to play, how your strategy goes up against the other teams, and how their athletes compare to yours. And so right now they're kind of getting through that, and when the second win hits, that's when things really get exciting.
And I wonder who, again, will draw that first blood and kind of open up the game. Nice run here. Nice, powerful run. He's going to be onside. Aaron Edwards, will he get onto this one?
Just a little bit too much muscle on the pass, but you like to see that vision down the field.
Definitely so. Good persistence, too, on the ball. He was knocked off at first, but came right back and sent a pretty good through ball down. Just like with the women, might not be getting it exactly on point, but it's there. They recognize it, and they're looking to exploit it.
Well, yeah, and if you don't put that kind of pressure on the other team, what are you doing exactly? You can't anticipate scoring a goal every time down the field, but you got to think that you can if you're going to get any goals at all.
Throw in here from Blue River. They're going to try to play it upfield. Good defense there, Rensburg. Dylan Rensburg, I had him in class. Really good kid, very tall. Comes from South Africa. He's got a very good knowledge of the game. He's very athletic. I'm excited for him to be on our back line this year.
That height will come to play, especially on those corner kicks we talked about in the girls' game. Are just
yeah.
Always things that you want to be watching out for as a defense.
Nice theft in the middle. Ref thought it to be a little too harsh.
Yep.
Going to give him the free kick. Oh, nice ball forward. Blue River on the ball.
Some contact.
Will he call it? Is he pointing toward the spot? I can't tell just
And it looks like
yet.
it, yep. With a slight gesture, and it looks like we're going to have early into this game.
And, I don't blame the referee for calling that. It looks like he did a little too much, bumping into the back of the Blue River attacker.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, we talked about the rules are there to keep athletes safe, and anytime I've seen it already in a couple of times this game, where an athlete hits the turf and the whistle comes out, that's part of some sportsmanship and some showmanship every now and then. Again, soccer has been as much culprit as any sport in terms of selling something. You get some contact in the box, and now we've got a chance for a goal for Blue River.
Well, and it came from behind, too.
Exactly.
A lot of times they see that as very reckless. They see it as dangerous. Whenever you're coming out a player from a blind spot, especially from behind, never a good thing. He was beat, wasn't quite sure how to handle it, did his best, and it looks like Shicky's having a discussion with the referee right now, maybe wanting an explanation, maybe even asking for a yellow card in the process. It wasn't the most contact, and he didn't leave his feet. However, no. I do think he brought him off of his feet. It impeded his progress. And when it's in the box, your hand's off.
Exactly.
You can't do anything extracurricular. So here we go. Nathan Hart, he stands in goal. He's going to try to make himself as big as he can, Stretch Armstrong style. Blue River's going to size this one up. And toward the goal, just sent Nathan Hart going the wrong way. Nothing you can do about that. What do we have here?
And one thing about soccer is it's a very vocal sport.
Yes.
And both teams, you're supposed to communicate well and to be on the same page, but sometimes that vocalness permeates to the other team there, and as tough as these teams are and as hard fought as this game is going to be, that might happen sometime.
And there we go, 1-0. Blue River drawing the first blood. Let's see how the Red Ravens respond. It's not as if we've been dominated all game. It's not as if we haven't had chances. It's just that fortunate luck went against us there, or unfortunate.
There you go. Well, fortunate for Blue River, and again, they've done an excellent job. Really, both teams have just been all about the attack, both sides.
Very true.
Blue River just having the most recent success.
Favila throws this one in, tries to find number 20, Rafael Costa. Unable to, though. Costa's looking for a long ball here. It's going to go to Ensel first. Unable to bring it down. Johnny Ensel, another one of those sophomores coming in from last year. Talking to him recently, he said he had a good summer, worked very hard in the off season, did a lot of foot training.
Off-season's so important to build up, especially, again, just at a junior college. That jump from freshman to sophomore year is so huge in terms of personal growth and being able to make an impact on a team.
Well, and here we go with a free kick here. We have 3 Red Ravens on the ball, so options. Looks like we'll go into the middle, low ball. Oh! Whoa! Go! La! So! Did you see that, Zach Mitchell?
The answer coming quick for the Coffeyville Red Ravens.
Wow! Nice little volley there. Teed it up nicely. Put a big boot on it. That was nice.
And that was something that, again, talking about the growth from the 2016 to 2017 team, you got to see an immediate answer back, and a goal is scored very quickly for Coffeyville, something that wasn't always able to happen last year. This year, a great answer.
Zach, I think that is a very, very good point there. I'm so happy right now to see our boys respond so quickly because, last year they got down on themselves. They were very hard on themselves. This time, early goal, no problem. Nice job.
Yep.
All right, ball thrown in from the Red Ravens here. Nice bounce back on a very nice goal.
Right,
Let's see if we can keep up this momentum.
And you can always answer in a couple of ways. You can get, again, you talked about being down on yourself, or you can answer back with positivity. Here are the Ravens, again the aggressor.
Well, and here we go. Domingo's in the box trying to play it out. Blue River defenders all around him. Nice pressure there. Good job by Ansel, keeping it on him. Very good. Letting them know that we're here, ready to attack. Number 20, good job. Costa making his presence felt. So here we'll go with a goal kick from Blue River. Gonna have a kick down to the middle of the field. Good job by Rensburg to get in there and defend that. He's going to go ahead and move forward. Referee's going to stop this play here. Free kick for Blue River. Dylan Rensburg again making a nice run from the back. Just goes to show you the Coffeyville aggression. And also just the talented squad that we have. Getting scoring from the front, the middle, and the back as well. Salcedo gets a boot to that one. Good job to clear it out. Good defense by Blue River. They're going to get the ball back, tacking on the right-hand side. Options in the middle. Took it all the way down. Line judge calls a corner kick. Good little run there from Blue River, but also a good job from the Red Ravens to close it out. And his options there. Here we go. Looks like the Red Ravens will put Salcedo at the near post to get anything short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gray jerseys in there for Blue River. Ball in. It's going to go long. Chased down by Domingos. Domingos options in front of him.
And an empty cross. Kind of, again, CCC more on the defensive there. We're not ready to take advantage of that run out.
Oh, we're going to have a foul called here. Rensburg went off his feet to get that one, but I'll tell you what, he got all ball on that one. They're having a discussion about that right now.
Well, and sometimes when the players go to the turf, it looks worse than it actually was.
Yes, good point. Now, and generally the rule is if you get the ball first, it's legal. However, you can't go into the player. You can't, go through the player with your studs up. And I know Rensburg is our player, so we're a little biased there, but looked like a nice defensive play. Free kick sent in. Good job by the Red Ravens to get that down and get it under control. Ball sent forward to Edwards. He's unable to get it, though. So retreating is Blue River. Nice little fancy footwork there from the Blue River number 7. Aaron Edwards, did you see that? Give him a little tug on the jersey saying, hey, don't go too far now.
He's been very active.
Yes, he has.
Ooh, nice.
Nice header forward. He has options. Going to go to the middle.
Oh,
nice
excellent
job by Salcedo.
Way to be. Defender not giving up on the play. Being nice awareness there. Good positioning.
The definition of hustle right there, Ricardo.
Absolutely.
Excellent job.
Saved a point.
What a wonderful, nice throw in. Hart's going to get that. No problems there. But, what a nice build-up play by Blue River. Just that sequence previous. Looked up, found options in the middle. And Blue River did everything right, but so did Salcedo as well.
Exactly, and that's in sports usually a tie goes to the scorer on that one. In basketball, you can play it all the way, and the goal, and the shot will still go in. Here, the defender able to come away with the victory on that possession.
Tough play there. Lira's got his hands up like, hey.
Some contact.
Que pasa, amigo? What's going on with that? Some tough play in the middle. 3-on-1 there. Good battle.
And another whistle and another penalty. The official is getting his paycheck. He is earning it today.
Yes, he is. Well, and it's been pretty fast-paced.
Yes, it is. Very aggressive.
There have been a couple of challenges here and there. Been kind of cheeky. Players aren't so happy about that. They're letting their frustrations be known. Some players say they kind of like this sort of gameplay,
Yeah.
Being able to voice their opinion without not having to be so worried about getting a technical or a yellow card or whatever it might be.
Right.
But there's always those magical words, though, right?
There are certain words more potent than others that can get you a lot more attention from the officials that a coach would rather you not use. So yeah, it's always, but that's something that players need to learn, right?
Definitely
That's part of the game, sportsmanship, respectability, things like that. Ooh.
Excellent job by Salcedo there to head that one out. He paid the ultimate price, but knowing him, he's a tough kid. Good job by Rensburg as well to clear that one out. Blue River trying to attack on this right-hand side. Excellent job of keeping that in.
And it looks like the official's going to stop play.
We're going to have some treatment out here. It could be a nose, maybe a cut on his mouth. But, knowing Ricardo, he's going to be right back in there.
Well, he gave up his body for that play. And if you're going to make plays like that, you're not really concerned about pain in the short term. A tough kid.
That's true. And it's kind of like, catchers in baseball are tough people. Offensive linemen in football are tough people. Usually defenders in soccer, they're the toughest on the team. So he'll be all right.
Not worried so much about, we talked about this in the girls' game, but not worried about having your name called all the time by the broadcasters, but worried about putting that W in the schedule.
Well, we'll check his progress. I'm sure he'll be all right. Aaron Edwards send a header downfield. Red Ravens on the attack. Domingos.
And another whistle.
It's getting a little chippy down there.
If we had a whistle counter, it would be broken by now.
I think, we've had more in the first half than we did in the
whole girls game. That's right.
Yeah.
And part of that is it's still early in this ball game. They're each team trying to impose its will on the other. It's something to keep track of.
Good defense there by Rensburg.
Absolutely. You don't have to come away with the ball necessarily. You just have to slow down the aggressive offense and make them put the ball back in play.
Yeah, very good point there. Nifty move there from Blue River.
Ooh,
nice through ball. Hart's going to come out.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's all she wrote, folks. Nice play there from Blue River. Nice little release on that left-hand side. Hart had no choice really but to come out and defend that.
Well, you got to be on a run out, and that's just tough for all the defenders. You're kind of on an island out there, almost like a cornerback in football. You just kind of have to hope you can make enough plays to get not give up those type of scores. But credit the Blue River offense there and just the speed on the outside.
Well, and let's hope that we can have the same response that we did last time.
That's right.
To be quite honest with you.
Within a minute, it seemed like a goal had been returned in favor of CCC.
I'd like to see this game turn into a back and forth McGregor versus Mayweather, boxing match there. Really just back and forth, just slugfest. That would be a lot of fun, actually.
And the official waving at maybe us. I don't know. He can't hear us, can he?
It's not my birthday.
No, but maybe he saw you running a mile earlier.
Yeah.
You mentioned your
probably
cardio.
Got jealous.
That's right. Of the hot dog and the Snickers bar?
Well, that's a pretty big deal. Red Ravens looking to get this ball back in the middle, though. Number 7.
He's been very active.
Yes,
he's done a very good job this ball game.
Not the biggest guy on the field, but, boy, he's got moves.
He's got a big impact.
Nice moves here as well. Number Is that number 10 or is that number 1 there on the whoever that is for Blue River on that left-hand side?
Yep.
Brilliant runs, good vision, and here we are with another corner kick.
Some frustration there. They had Blue River having another good opportunity, but excellent recovery by the defenders for CCC.
Here we go with the corner kick. Salcedo still receiving attention down on that sideline. We'd definitely like to see him come back soon.
And remember, he subbed out, and then Blue River able to take advantage of that.
I honestly don't think that's a coincidence there. He's
absolutely not.
He's an anchor on that back line. Blue River plays it in long. Good defense there, number 2, Sanchez.
Excellent way to be physical, but within the rules of the game.
Yes, very good point. Number 7 just dancing all over the place. Nice clearance there from CCC, just trying to live to fight another day. That ball's going to go all the way out. Aaron Edwards looking to play this one in quick, looking to get something started. Number 16, Lira, right there along with him.
And right now, just CCC having a tough time putting together a series of passes. Some nice footwork there, but having a tough time putting their efforts into a cohesive attack. More trying to react to what Blue River is doing.
That's a very good point. Nice ball there to Aaron Edwards. Aaron Edwards trying to put his mark on the game. Might as well go ahead and take a shot, take a chance.
He's got a powerful foot there. Just not quite.
I do think that if the midfield of CCC can find those passing lanes, just kind of like we did there, and giving our forwards, Aaron Edwards, Johnny Insel, chances to be creative, chances to do something up front. But definitely the game is, lost or won in the midfield.
Oh, nice pass.
My goodness, nice pass there. Breakaway on this left-hand side. Heavy touch, but he recovers, puts it back toward the heart of the goal.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah, Rensburg,
nice
good job there. Favila tries to play it all the way out, but unable to.
But that speed on that backside of that attack there for Blue River, he is so fast and so potent with the ball. Those crosses are such a weapon for Blue River.
And he has a really good connection with that midfield of, okay, I'm going to start my run now.
Yep.
So put it, in this space now and let me go run toward it. A lot of times in soccer, we might overlook that fact. We don't always pass it exactly to the person, but we pass it to a space.
Well, we
let them get there.
They talk about in the NFL, a quarterback throwing somebody open. You got to pass them open. So again, in soccer, with offsides being a rule, you got to put it there, and then they got to. That timing is so important and so underrated for a lot of players.
I like that comparison there, passing somebody open in the NFL. What a good comparison there. Yeah.
Every now and then, I got something.
I might use that one of these days at a social gathering to make myself seem a lot smarter.
There you go. I'm passing me open. What?
Pass me open. All right, here we go. Yeah. Kick downfield. Ooh, Rensburg.
Some
tough luck there.
Yeah, and now Blue River's got numbers.
And that's just kind of the way the game's been going for CCC.
We talk about communication there, and miscommunication might have hurt the Ravens.
Number 7 from Blue River.
Boy, he's been active.
Yeah, he's just so tenacious.
He jumps off the screen there.
Ball played back in. Good clearance by CCC. Johnny Insel's going to get on the end of this one. What can he do with it? Lays it off, going to make a run. Aaron Edwards looks up.
Ooh,
has
nice.
A couple of options. Going to find Gourmand on that left-hand side. Good defense. Ball played back over to the Red Ravens. Going to get some people downfield, maybe establish some position.
Well, and you can see it's all CCC can do to set up something, and then they give the possession goes right back to Blue River. They're just trying to hold on and survive and try to flip the script of this game, because right now the momentum and the pace of the game is clearly in Blue River's favor.
So we have Salcedo coming back on. A couple of new players as well coming into the midfield. Unlucky bit of skill there.
Ooh, nice again.
Number 5 and number 7 for Blue River.
Yep.
Wonderful.
The excellent footwork.
The ball, yes. Ball played long, dangerously, but going to get it back to, I think, Rensburg back there. He's the rock. Good job. Or that was Salcedo. Excuse me. Ooh, nice tracking there again by Salcedo.
Oh, nice footwork.
Ref just a little bit in the way there, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's just part of the thing. You got to play with. Both teams got to work with.
Definitely so. Good job there. Number 3, Favila, coming in and clearing that out. Let's just get it downfield, boys. There we go. Open it up a little bit. Johnny Ansell. Nice little layoff there. Good defense.
Unable to keep control of the ball. The Ravens, again, giving it back on their side of the field.
Zach, how many times in a row now have we seen that? I mean, it's simple, but yet so hard to cover. That left-hand side winger just takes off on a dead sprint, pass from the middle of the field, finds him almost every time. Salcedo doing a really good job of covering it, but, man, dangerous every time.
And it's dangerous because, again, when you continue to hit on it over and over and over again, one little mistake. If they run that similar, you call it a play, if they run that similar play 10 times, you might be able to cover it 10. But if they run it 20, 30, 40 times, at some point something's going to break. We already saw it happen once so far. That's where the second goal came from. But, again, they know that's a weapon, and they're going to keep going back to it. And the Ravens are going to have to adjust their defensive scheme a little bit to maybe shield a guy over there, maybe slide somebody over there, kind of give a little bit extra help.
Yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. That's what great players do. They change the way the game is played.
So here we go. Nice little exchange there. Johnny Ansell's going to get this. He has Edwards in front of him, but he was offside. No option there.
Smart not to throw it up there for him.
Yeah, definitely so. Midfield, Lyra looking for some options. Didn't have any.
And again, they're losing possession around midfield just about every time. They're unable to push it too deep down the field to allow their defenders to have some breathing room. CCC losing the ball just between the 40s, and that's a tough place to be giving up possession every time.
Well, and that's what good teams will do.
Absolutely.
They lose the ball, yet they don't go without the ball for very long.
Yep.
You know, they might give up possession, but they're right back on it. So
well, and you can see the field, just the possession of it is clearly being forced back towards CCC's goal, and that's something that has been in design this whole first half.
Yeah,
we're under 20 minutes to go, and Blue River clearly not only with the lead on the scoreboard, but just in terms of field possession.
All right, and here we go. Nice interception in the middle. Edwards has options. Ooh, tough defense there. I mean, really good defense, but he was all over his heels.
Yep.
Charqueño, number 23, just coming in. Way to hold up play there. Way to stay tough. Looks like Rensburg is going to come forward. Salcedo, well, he's going to stay as kind of like a safety valve in the back there. Number 17, Andre Johnson's going to put this one in.
Almost playing center field there.
Very true. And that's the sign of a veteran player there. He's smart enough to do so. So ball into the box, Rensburg. Good vision, good try, just a little bit. Too much mustard on that one, but I'm glad to see Rensburg getting involved in the attack. I think he is good at many positions. You always want your best in those positions.
Well, and he can make an impact all over the field, which is so important.
Yes. Nice footwork there from Blue River.
Well, busted out the foxtrot. He went dancing.
Busted wide open. Fortunately, that pass was just a little behind it, but hey, we can take advantage of this.
Well, and it's an errant pass and possession back to Blue. Well, nope, it's going to be CCC, but you can see how dangerous in soccer with goals being such a premium resource. Just one little mistake. Blue River had a chance there for a third goal, and they missed it.
So we live to fight another day. Throw in here. Going to go off of Blue River back over to Coffeyville. Just over 15 minutes left, about 17 minutes left in the game. 2-1 score. Had a quick one from Blue River, a quick one right after that from Red Ravens. Blue River responded, and we're looking to get that equalizer going into halftime. Andre Johnson's going to play it over to Salcedo. Salcedo looking for his options. He's going to play it long. Tries to get Ansell on the ball. Ansell's going to chase it down. Putting pressure on the defenders. Good job, though, by Blue River to be able to handle that.
I think that's an excellent turn of phrase there, Dirk, being able to handle it. Right? CCC's done a good job of putting some pressure on there, using their speed and athleticism, but Blue River's been able to handle it.
Very good point. And speaking of that, here we go. Another attack down this left-hand side. Ball into the box. That's going to be another one.
And, you're talking about a game of inches there, just right off the mitts. barely bounces in. Great hustle by the defenders for the Red Ravens, just not quite enough.
Yeah, and we see number 16, Lyra, I think, down there tangled up in the net. So got to give him a lot of credit for getting back and trying to help out on defense. But, you know, when you see that ball hit that left-hand side and you see those Blue River players coming out of nowhere on the flanks.
Well, and again, where was the concentration of that attack coming from? It's that far side part of the field, those run-outs, and it's just been over and over and over. They've put pressure on that side of the defense for the Red Ravens. And you can see down there's some communication between the defenders. They're trying to figure out what is going wrong and what can they fix going into halftime.
Well, and, you know, Shicky definitely sees that. Ferguson definitely sees that as well. They're going to talk about it at halftime, but still a lot of time out there left to play.
Absolutely.
So.
16 minutes is a long time. A lot of goal opportunities still available.
So let's see what we can do here. Red Raven's going to push it forward with Salcedo. Salcedo forward, trying to find Insel. Insel on a nice little run here. Going to cut on the inside, going to get it back. Edwards, good job playing his body there. Ball in. Just not the type of shot you'd want on goal. He might have thought he had a player on the other end of that, maybe running toward the far goal there, but a good try by Jake, but just missed in the end. Ball played out by Blue River. Insel onto this one. Onto Domingos. Domingos back to Insel. Insel in. And not enough on that one.
No, but again, two really quick strikes right after the goal. We didn't see that after Blue River scored their second. Here, though, CCC trying to answer that third goal and get the deficit down to only one.
Well, and those were two golden opportunities there. I know Johnny would like to have those back, but keep knocking on that door. We'll bust it down one of these times. Good fight in the middle there.
A lot of contact.
Yeah, Domingos gets it out. Play it back to Johnson. Johnson going to go over here on this left-hand side to Favila. Favila looking to play the 1-2. Good job, gets back on it. Not a bad ball by Jake, but ultimately going back over to
the official being a deterrent there in the middle of the field.
And it causes that error overall, so we'll take that.
You know, and that's happened to both teams, and that's just part of the game, but it's kind of always interesting, especially when he's wearing the sharp green jersey out there.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Makes me hungry for some tropical starburst or something, you know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Still waiting on Coach Wood to come back with that pizza. He should probably be here by halftime, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's very punctual. He's always ready with the pizza.
Figured so.
Yeah. Real team player would go help out the broadcasters up here.
Free kick here from Coffeyville. Jake's going to send it in on the back post. Oh, that was close.
Just about, but you can see, again, three really quick responses. They're not quite able to hit the back of the net, but still a good job there for CCC to keep putting pressure there. Closing in on 13 and a half minutes left in this first half.
I think this bodes well for us. I really do.
It's a good attitude.
Down two is tough, but it bodes well for us, that's for sure.
I agree.
Some reinforcement here off the CCC bench. Aaron Edwards going to get a break there. Number 24, Shelby Craig's going to come in. Domingos, number 7, he's still out there all over the place. Johnny Insel as well. Jake in the middle, ball on this right-hand side. Number 11, Rudy Balestros, he's playing good D down there. Off the Blue River player. I'll go back over to CCC. Andre Johnson, nice defending. Didn't have much of a choice. And another substitution here. Johnny Insel going to go off. Gave a lot of energy in that first half.
Yep, a lot of good effort.
Would definitely like to see him find the back of the net. Again, nice battle there on that left-hand side. CCC not giving up anything at all. A little tangle there. I don't think Jake did that on purpose. Just a tangling of the feet.
Well, as skilled and as coordinated as these guys are with their feet, sometimes those size 11s get tangled up.
So Blue River, slowly but surely, deeper and deeper into Red Raven territory. Very good
Nice
defense
theft
there, yeah. Sends it back out. Domingos tried to open up play on that right-hand side, unable to.
And you can really see Blue River's conscious effort to come down the near side of the field to open up those long crosses and those runouts on the far side of the field, which have gotten them 2 goals here.
Yes. Once they lose the ball, they get it back very quickly. We already said that. They have great positioning. And, again, they know where their strengths are, that left-hand side, so they're always looking to flood that left-hand side. Good D. So here we go again. Jake has it in the middle. Nice play out to the right-hand side. He's got runners in the middle, going to find Domingos. Domingos, you would have almost liked to see an advantage played there.
Yeah.
But we will take the foul. We will take the free kick. Definitely deserve it. Hands on some knees out there, even though the sun's going down slowly but surely. It's still pretty hot out there, pretty humid.
And early in the year, again, the fatigue will settle in a little bit more now than it will at the end of September, October.
Jake puts it into the box. Wishful thinking there. We'd all like to hit that FIFA 17 type 50-yard shot right there, but his teammates might be questioning him right there, asking him, hey, man, just, bring it down.
Just get the ball in play.
Yeah, let's make something happen.
But, you say that, but then you get one small break and you get a goal, guess what? It's all worth it. And that's the trick with soccer. Where's the fine line on that, and where do you go? Plus, you don't want to curtail somebody being aggressive.
Well, and it's like, Steph Curry in the NBA. We're so used to him shooting from half court, but, sometimes you hold your breath a little bit, but then it goes in and you're like, oh. Okay, yeah.
I guess 35 feet's fine. And then you're like, wait, but not everybody should do that.
Probably not me. I try to at my home court, but
less running though.
It's a 7.5-foot goal. So.
Let you dunk.
Yeah, well, almost. Blue River, nice midfield play here. Good defense. Jake. Outside of the foot, I like that, though.
Yeah.
I like that technique.
And I also like the idea. Change side of the field, move them a little bit. I like that.
And so here we go. Domingos with the player on his back. Lays it off. Shot with the left foot. Oh, just high.
A little bit out.
Now, that would have definitely beat the goalkeeper. He was rooted in his position there. He was not going anywhere.
And there's a lot of setup for that. You want to make the goalkeeper be where he's not supposed to be, obviously, but it's just that takes a lot of skill, and there's a lot of build up to that moment of when you can take that shot on goal.
Some positive play here.
Yes.
Once we went down to a lot of positive play. Unfortunate there, just behind him. Blue River forced the play out of the back. They're going to just kick this one out. Ball back over to CCC. Tough defense there on Jake. Going to get a foul call here. Back over to Blue River. Man, that's a long throw there. Nice long throw. Very dangerous. Luckily cleared out by the Red Ravens. Not for long. Ball in the middle. Headed over to this dangerous left-hand side. You see Salcedo do all he can to get up there and try to disrupt them before they can get into a flow.
Nice physicality. Nice hustle.
Very good job there.
Yeah.
Nice little ball just past Jake.
And as we hit under 8 minutes to go.
And Blue River.
Nice.
That was a very good play right there.
Yes, it was.
He wasn't able to get a lot of strength on that header, but, just a little bit more, he would have gave Nathan Hart quite a bit to handle there. And player down, but we'll go ahead and continue play. Balestros in the middle. Tries to find Solis, unable to. CCC kind of trying for the home run ball here, trying for the Hail Mary, it seems like.
Well, and sometimes you get in that mindset of just get the ball out of our side of the field, and then you realize, well, now you're in midfield. Now you can take it a little bit easy. You can do more skill versus just power shots. But It's one of those things of when you've been on the defensive for so long, you want to make up that 2-goal gap there. And there isn't a 2-goal shot,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
but you do like to see the aggressiveness and the urgency to play at that kind of speed.
Definitely the urgency. That's what we need at this point. Down to 6 minutes left in this first half. Free kick here for Blue River. Looking toward the middle. Hart comes out.
Ooh, very dangerous.
It's as if
his heels were on the goal line.
It's as if number 7 for Blue River, held up there thinking that Hart was going to come out. Hart kind of held up a little bit thinking he was going to go in there. Yeah, so.
And you don't want to collide with anybody. I mean, we've seen the negative aspects of that, but it's one of those things of neither player really wanted to hit the other one, to cause any damage, and almost they were both looking at each other like, hey, wait a minute, I thought you were going to make a play for it.
Created a dangerous ball there in our penalty box for sure. And this one's played forward. Number 7 on that right-hand side, man.
He's been so active.
Such a good player. Him and his midfield companion there. Number 5, theft there from Domingos, though. Tries to get it forward. Good defense.
Yep.
Salcedo to the middle. Just off. Just a little off there. Red Ravens will keep knocking on that door, though. Salcedo looking for a release. That one's going to go out of bounds. Back over to the Red Ravens. Couple of substitutions here. Looks like Dylan Rinsberg will go out. Maybe get him 5 minutes of rest, plus what he'll see during the halftime break. He might not come out in the second half. I was
about to say, he might be playing the full 45 when the second half starts.
Well, and to be quite honest with you, I think he can do that. I think he's the type of athlete that has that in him, and to be quite honest, he wants to be out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, so. As a competitor, as a top shelf athlete, maybe not 45. Again, late August, but as we get into September, that conditioning level will rise, and it's not just being in shape as most non-athletes think of it. It's being in soccer shape. It's training your mind and body to deal with game-like conditions like this, and it's something that you can't. It's hard to replicate in practice, and it's hard when we're in August to be. And this is the first home game to be able to be ready for that.
It's an interesting point you just made there, definitely so.
Well, thanks, Dirk. I appreciate it. Boy, I tell you what, I don't get that enough. Positive reinforcement.
Yeah, I've got a lot of those generic compliments for you. Just push the button, and I'll say one whenever you need it.
I like your own soundboard. That's awesome.
Oh, that was interesting. Do tell me more.
Nice. Now I'm going to be listening for it. Now I'm looking for it.
Nice pass to the middle. Nice little switch there. About 4 minutes left in this first half. Ball to the middle. Oh. Easy can of corn there for the Blue River goalkeeper. I do like to see this Red Raven team, though, relentless on the attack, regardless of how much time is left in the game, regardless of the scoreboard. A ball played out from the back by Salcedo. Salcedo looking for anybody on the other end of this down in Blue River's territory here. Ooh, tough one there. Yeah, tough play.
And even up here in the booth on the 3rd floor, I could hear the crowd getting into it on that last one. Yes.
And another, that might have been accidental, but yeah, Rudy Balestros slammed pretty good down there on that initial play. Crowd did not appreciate that too much, but nothing malicious from the Blue River player, just in the heat of battle.
Yep.
And here we go with a free kick. Let's see what we can get from this. Ball played into the box.
Oh, close.
Wow, that's off a Blue River player. That's going to be a corner.
And that's where it's going to be awarded.
That was a dangerous ball there. Sometimes it's dangerous when they get a head on it. Sometimes it's dangerous when nobody gets a touch on it at all. Just kind of.
Well, it's similar. You anticipate somebody else getting it. Not quite, but again, CCC doing a good job of putting pressure on that goalkeeper.
Yeah, Jake Gourmand, great ball into the box. Jake's just he's one of those players where he plays all over the place, really. A box-to-box midfielder, they call it. Sometimes he's on the attack, sometimes he's on defense.
It just means he's in good shape.
That too, yes, that too. All right, big ball played out from the back. Let's see if it can release someone downfield. Number 24, Shelby Craig, looking to get on the end of this one. Good job of forcing the defense to react there. Going to have a throw in deep in Blue River territory. Just 2 minutes left. See what we can get out of this here. Jake Gourmand's going to get this one, head it back over. David Favila unable.
Watch the cross to the other side, but CCC's going to jump right in there, but it was coming. You
Yes,
could
it
feel
was.
it was
You
coming,
and I
that
both
run out.
kind of saw that at the same time. Yes.
I just stole your thunder. That's just what I do. I'm not really here to do anything other than just to show you up, I guess.
Oh, I have no thunder anyhow. It's all good. Quick throw in here, about a minute and a half.
Got 90 seconds.
So here we go. Domingos plays this one back. Favila
Ooh.
tripped up from behind. He's not happy about
Some
that.
words are going to be said.
Yeah. I don't blame him there.
But you can't let that stop. Again, we're down to a minute and 10. You got to get going. Which I do like. He thought about saying some more. He put the ball down and put it in play, just like he should.
Yeah, he stopped himself.
Yep.
But let's hope that continues. Let's hope Shiki.
Well, that's good.
That was close.
The ball's still loose. We're down to 50 seconds.
Hart's just going to play this one to Domingos. Domingos up. Like Craig is. Got to lay this one off for offsides. Quick start though from Blue River. Release on this right hand side. Number 4 cutting to the inside. Nice
a little
pass.
behind him.
Yeah, offsides there.
And that's probably going to be it. Under 20. And CCC is just going to accept this one and going to go into the locker room. Down 2, but did not give up a late goal.
Didn't give up a late goal. Had a good response after that third goal. But Shiki's definitely going to want to see the intensity increase.
Ooh,
now, yeah,
and
that's
a late half shove, and that's going to be something that the officials are going to have to look at going into the second half.
Yeah, and so maybe a play like this will light a fire under our players. You know, we're fighting for pride out there. We're fighting for a win.
Well, as competitors, that's going to get you riled up just as much as the difference on the scoreboard.
Let's defend our home court here. Well, so after one half of play for the men's, we have a 3-1 score. Not where we would want to be, but not a hill we can't get over. We can't climb. So I'm going to go run 2 more miles. Zach's just going to sit here and do nothing, sit in the air conditioning.
Yeah, Zach Mitchell special.
And we'll see you here in about 15. All right, we are back live here from Coffeyville, Kansas at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Tough first half for the Red Ravens. Gave up 3 goals. Were able to get one back, but not able to answer back the other 2. So I'm sure Coach Schicky at halftime implored his team to stay aggressive, stay on the attack, and to be quite honest with you, try to shut down this Blue River attack on that left-hand side. It seemed like a lot of their success came from the middle, getting it back over to this left-hand side, and then just going from there. A lot of speed on that left-hand side, a lot of skill. Nice job there. Number 7, Dominguez, steps up. We're going to need some aggressive play early, an early goal as well to set this tone.
And you talk about setting the tone. There was some chippiness at the end of that first half from both sides, and you can tell that both teams are being extremely competitive out there. But it's going to be about setting the tone of trying to win through scoring goals, and just shutting down the other team is going to be the type of tone CCC needs to set. They can't get distracted by any of the other stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that's a good ball in. Oh, nice save. My goodness, Dominguez put a boot on that one.
Goalie earned that one.
Golly, he might fill that one tomorrow and the next day, but he kept that one out. Nice play overall on both sides. Good on the offense, good on defense. CCC knocking on that door. Nice to see that from a set-piece play. So here we go. Salcedo's going to play it from the back. Domingo not able to bring it down, but able to find a teammate. Ball played forward. A lot of speed out there. Good job to get on the end of that one. Not able to keep it in, though. Oh, they're going to get him for a foul there. A little too much contact.
And we talked about it at halftime, Dirk, that the officials are probably going to come out, and we talked about in the first half at the very beginning of the game wanting to set a tone from the officials of what's allowed and what's not. And here, after all the contact in the first half, we believe the officials are going to do an extra job of blowing that whistle just a little bit louder.
Yeah, and it depends on who you are, if you like that or not. Us being down 2, we need to be a little bit more aggressive, so that does not help us out that much. I don't think that Balestros did too much on that left-hand side, but the official did and gave us the call. But nonetheless, here we have a throw-in from Salcedo, but too much contact from Aaron Edwards. Now, Aaron Edwards is a special player, and he's very big as well. And I think a lot of times he gets calls against him just because he is so big. Yeah. And a lot of times players, they just simply bounce right off of him. But he's not doing anything physical. He's just standing his ground.
That's right. Well, it's one of those things of when officials react versus officiate. Sometimes that happens where they just assume the worst because they're kind of been conditioned to in regards to instead of just seeing the game for how it's being played.
Yeah, that's interesting. Nice play there by Rensburg. Dylan came all the way back, or all the way up from his back line position, put a good head on that ball, and was looking to go forward. Couldn't get any assistance from any of the other Red Ravens. So now we'll have a free kick from Blue River. Pretty clever there. Went right toward the middle. Low kick. And there's number 7 again from Blue River. Great job by him.
Ooh.
Shot on goal just went too high. Just when you think Blue River is checked out and gone home, boy, there they come with the attack. Can't forget about that. Balestros brings this one down. Nice job. Finds an outlet on the left-hand side. 3-on-4 break. He's going to let this one go back to the goalie.
Nice job by the goalkeeper. Again, he's had a really good start of the second half.
Blue River able to absorb the attack. Oh, here we go. Dominguez. Oh, that was close. Flashbacks to the ladies' game there. Number 7, Rafael Domingos, he saw the opening, put the boot on it, just a bit wide. Blue River goalie happy just to get that out of the area. We're going to have an offsides call here, though. Rudy Balestros, pretty good positioning, but just too far forward. Got to like this intensity so far. If you could just get one goal to cut this deficit down, that would be a lot going forward.
Well, 40 minutes and And change is a lot of time, a lot of soccer left to be played. But you talk about you're going to be looking up at that scoreboard if you're a Red Raven fan. The more time that goes off without a goal, you just know that two whole scores here is going to be a lot to make up. You get one early, and then you feel way more comfortable going in with the rest of the second half.
Yeah, very good point. So let's see how we play this here. Good defense by Blue River. Battle over there on the sideline. Balestro's fighting for it. Favila again fighting for it as well. Cleared by Blue River. A little too much contact there.
Another quick whistle.
They're going to play it quick. They're going to try to find, again, some runners on this left-hand side. Number 10, Lescure, good job by him. Luis just put his body in there. Aaron Edwards, nice little play off there. Luis looking forward.
Well, nobody let him know.
Got to have a wolf call on that.
Yeah.
Got to let your teammate know about that one. Good hustle there, good battle. So they're going to give him a free kick. Red Raven's going to get downfield, establish some position here. Andre Johnson looks to play to Romero. Romero to the left-hand side. Nice little move there, but bad pass. Picked off by Blue River. Options in the middle. Red Ravens retreating to get back. Good job just to hold up progression there. We're going to get too much contact, though.
A long kick is worth nothing, but looks like the Ravens, again, are going to try it. They're doing their best. They've done a much better job in the second half of returning pressure, I would say, against Blue River. In the first half, it was mostly like just trying to clear something out of there and try to get a breather. This time, in the second half, CCC doing a much better job of making sure that pressure actually counts for something. They don't get any goals here so far in the second half, but in the 8 minutes we've played, done a much better job of making it worthwhile.
Yeah, very true. Little by little, we're definitely seeing some progression as we will get a foul call here. Ball played down by Blue River, cleared out there by Rensburg. Rensburg, good job to find Red Ravens going forward. Bristol plays it back. Errant ball there. Pretty sloppy from both teams right about now. Just when something opens up, another team comes in and takes it away, or you see a sloppy pass like that.
Yeah, they're having a tough time stringing together nice passes at a pace that they're in control of.
Ooh, Salcedo, great pass there to Edwards. Edwards tries to play it back, maybe a little too fancy. Maybe would have liked to see him just take it down there and go with it, but nonetheless, back over to CCC, we will have a substitution. Looks like Balestros will come out. So Rudy takes a seat. Get energy from him from this in the second half. Salcedo's going to take this throw. Edwards is going to get himself established in the box. Long throw in. Unfortunately, nobody gets a head or a foot onto that one. Blue River goalie.
Nice throw. You don't say that very often in
a that's
soccer
true.
match, but it was a good toss there.
Ooh, dangerous play there. Nathan Hart comes out. Blue River still on the ball. There's a man streaking in the middle. Can he get him?
Wow, nice ups by the goalie.
Good ups by nice ups by Nathan Hart, and honestly, good job by Rensburg. He wasn't able to clear it, but he disrupted the play overall.
Yep.
Basically stopping it. Oh, nice back flick there. Blue River team's really feeling themselves right now. Good passing. Good fluidity.
Good word choice.
Ryan Butcher would be very happy right now. Be very impressed.
Excellent vernacular.
Ooh. Long ball sent in. Good job. Need to play those out. Good job by David. Favila over there on that left-hand side of defense. He's had a lot to do today. Romero looking up. And again, another wolf call. You'd like to get a call there. Now, Zach, I didn't see too much there.
I didn't see much either. I think that was more of an anticipatory call there. I think that's anticipation of more contact, illegal contact that might have been shown, and basically just cutting that off before anything bad happens.
Anticipatory, my goodness gracious. Where'd you pull that one out
Well,
from?
let's not, let's just get on with the broadcast. Blue River again pressuring those defenders for the Red Ravens. And basically with the passing and within striking range of this goal, making all of these Red Raven defenders kind of have to guard multiple people and a lot of space there and a lot of running and switching. Fatigue might be a factor as we whittle down this time clock.
They are very good at that, I've noticed,
Yep.
definitely. So they're very disciplined in their structure. Blue River is. Nice flick on there from Aaron Edwards. Nice battle. Edward plays it forward. He's, yeah, you got to call that.
Yeah, almost to the track there.
And
he takes a tumble.
Think that was too dirty, but the elbow was way too high on that one. You can't just be throwing that elbow around like that. Number 10, Lescure, he did a good job of just keeping us cool there, but continuing the battle. As we'll have Domingos step up for this free kick. Now, we've had some success off free kicks. Takes it quickly.
Ooh.
Toward goal. Quite a long ways out. A lot of battling in the middle. Aaron Edwards got
nice
a boot
attempt.
to it. Yeah, definitely so. And the Blue River goalie will just take his time to get this one out. Now, interestingly enough, Zach, very quick turnaround for both the men's and women's teams. They travel to Pratt tomorrow.
Wow.
And that is no short trip right there.
Yeah, and we talk about, again, conditioning and fatigue. You're going to get in shape real quick.
That's exactly right.
And then they have a game Tuesday.
Yes.
The men do here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. So basically, 3 games in 4 nights?
That's tough.
That's tough.
Yes, it is. But they had their off season. They've been practicing against each other for so long. This is what they want.
Exactly.
They want to play these games. So
I mean, that's why you join a team. That's why you compete. It's for the game day atmosphere and environment.
That Pratt trip will be a long one.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, the
that
men.
is a long bus ride.
Yes, it is. The men will come back to play Crowder here on Tuesday. So join us again as we live stream it from Red Raven
TV. There you go,
that's
Dirk.
Right,
that's right. On
Okay,
YouTube.
Blue River in there. Ooh, nice job. Good defense. Volley. Now, you got to take your hats off to the Blue River players there. That was a wonderful, wonderful goal. Nathan Hart did everything he could to stop that first one. Unfortunately, it caromed right back to the Blue River midfielder. He was able to take his time. He was able to tee it up.
That's just how the ball bounces sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Goal also. Yes, it was. So with about 32 minutes left in the game, we're looking at the reverse score line here from the women's side. The men find themselves down 3, but let's just see how they react here. Salcedo out of the back, but Blue River, you can see the momentum switch quite a bit. Number 10, number 7, number 5 for Blue River, doing great jobs tonight, moving the ball. Here again, we're going to cut on the inside. Good defending there. And so we'd like to also mention the first football broadcast.
That's right.
Will be next Saturday, correct?
A week from today. That's right.
A week from today.
1 o'clock, Ravens will be taking on Ellsworth of Iowa, I believe. I could also be wrong. I've been wrong many times about many things, so that's not going to be. It's not going to be a change of pace for me. But yeah, football, and then we've got a volleyball broadcast the week after that.
Nice.
So.
I'm excited for volleyball season. They had such a good season last year. We have a nice attack here on the right-hand side, sent to the middle. Ooh, that could have been a very dangerous deflection there. Good job by number 10, Luis Lescure, just to get in there and create some havoc. But, yeah, like you said with soccer, looking forward to volleyball, looking forward to football.
It's one of those, again, when a new semester rolls around. It's always a new school year. It's always so fun to get back on behind the mic, and it's always so fun to be able to get to experience a new wave of Red Raven athletes.
That's true.
Doing what they do really well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So corner kick here into the box, but easy pickings for the goalkeeper there. Zach, you're impressed by that toss right there. That's a pretty good toss.
And again, there's not much breeze up here. There's always a little at Veterans Memorial Stadium. You can't go without one up here on the hill, but not much. So it's basically all him, and not a bad arm from the goalkeeper.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. The young Dirk Andrews excelled in the basketball toss. We used to call that the basketball toss.
Yeah.
I was a Hershey track meet qualifier.
What about the older Dirk Andrews?
Well, he can still toss a basketball.
There you go.
Easy shot on goal there. Nothing too big for Nathan Hart to have to worry about. This Blue River team, I mean, they pass well, they move it well, yeah.
Yep. They're looking for their 5th. For the Red Ravens, they're looking to get number 2 and to kind of bite into this deficit a little bit, get something positive in the second half.
Yeah, definitely salvage something.
They've been scoreless for a long time, and they had one that got scored on early, then countered early, and then since then it's been pretty quiet.
Well, and here we go. Domingo's in the middle. Good ball there, but just a little miscommunication.
Yep. And really, the Ravens are playing, again, coached by the same head coach, but playing kind of similarly with the women. Their passes are just a little off, whereas in the women's game, they were a little more accurate, a little more on point, and that showed on the scoreboard.
Yes,
here,
it did.
just not quite there, and that's something early in the season that can be fixed as we get on into September and October.
Yeah, good point there. Good vision, just lacking the skill for now.
Yeah.
As we see some reinforcements come in.
Well, the cohesion and just, again, it's working with so many. They lost so many sophomores working in all the new class. It's just something that takes time.
This Blue River men's team looking to bounce back after a tough season last year. They went 6-12-1. So I'm sure they made some changes.
Yep.
Emphasis on certain areas, and it looks like it's paying off. And just like with the women, they played Allen County, who is who is an opponent that we'll see. The Blue River boys actually lost to Allen County 4-2.
So
Allen County, lost to Blue River. So this Blue River men's team,
something
pretty good so
showing
far.
off some talent at the very least.
They've got some really good forwards. I'll say that. A lot of good passing as this deep ball is sent down, and here we go. Ooh, number 7, he was just offsides. That was very close. So, Zach, how much money did you put on this fight tonight? I know you're you got a lot of money to throw around.
I was digging through your wallet earlier, and it was about $5.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So you need to earn more money, Dirk.
Nice run here.
Yep.
Tries to go for the middle.
But again, you can see they're so close every time, but it's just got to work out the kinks on that attack.
And notice the difference between our attack to this goal and Blue Rivers. Now, Blue Rivers, they went directly at goal.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with trying to find a teammate, but maybe you could go toward goal, get the ball to carry them off the bar or off the goalie, make something happen in the box. Kind of a weak pass toward the middle there.
Well, and that's something that shows up great on film. And that shows up great in practice the next day. Of course, not this next day because they'll be at Pratt. So it's one of those things. But it's something that is a good learning moment because it can pay off down the line.
Almost a learning moment there. That was a tough play.
An excellent job by the defender to just get the ball out of the danger zone.
Yeah, Nathan Hart and Jeremy Sanchez having to pair up there just to get out of danger. This throw in here, Blue River definitely not in any sort of hurry. Why would they be up 3 goals?
Yep, you can take their time and kind of work the ball in. Don't really get bonus points for a 5th goal here. I mean, they've already got the game well in hand, but it's one of those things of they're looking to build upon a good year so far.
Yeah, sure, and Domingo's had a nice little run there, but just shut down immediately by Blue River. And again, that's one of the things they have definitely excelled at this year, this game. Giving up the ball, they've done that quite a bit, but getting it right back, not letting us advance down the field. Number 16, Lyra. Nice little move there, trying to get something out to the left-hand side. Another switch back over to Edwards. Edwards gets a hit on it, but no one there to receive it. Long throw in by Blue River, going to be cleared out by the Red Ravens. Going to be an offsides call, though.
I like the continued aggression. You're down 3 goals, but still they're not giving up. Doing a good job trying to build on any sort of momentum they can find, not only for the rest of this game with 25 minutes left, but going forward into the season. Again, with a game tomorrow, you can't really worry about things didn't go right now. You got to worry about how we make something right tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's actually, if I were a member of the Red Raven men's team, I would be happy. Ooh, tough
contact.
Tough contact
Yeah.
there. I would be happy for the game tomorrow. You know, that there was such a quick turnaround.
Absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
I would be happy for that, just to kind of try to erase this memory.
Well, and because you can focus on things that you did right today, and then you can build upon that. As we go in, we got 24 and a half minutes left. There's a lot of time left to build on something right and get something done.
Yeah, good point there. All right, so we're going to have a free kick here from smack dab in the middle. Sends it in. Nathan Hart, no worries there. Can of corn for him.
Is that a soccer term, Dirk?
Actually, I first heard that in baseball, like for a pop fly, an easy pop fly. It's just a can of corn.
Well, now here's another question for you. Are cans of corn easy to apprehend?
I don't know.
I grew up on a farm, and I can't. I might have to phone in. I need to call in an expert. I know a guy.
Ryan Butcher.
Well, I was going to say a certain CCC alum, Josh Mitchell, might know.
I just know that Ryan Butcher knows everything under the sun.
He's got a wealth of information.
Yes, he does.
Inside that brain of his. Hopefully, next broadcast he might be on the mic and he can dispense with some of that. You know, he's saving it up, right? He didn't get to broadcast today.
I'll pick him prod. It's always good to pick his brain. That's for sure.
Just don't prod him.
As we draw close to the end here, still 20 minutes to make impact either way. Blue Rivers, nice little attack there. Domingos has been all over the place, just really unable to. Ooh, nice nutmeg there.
Took a little contact and another quick whistle.
So Jake Ormar going to size up the field here. What does he have? He's going to try to switch it, but Blue River snuffed that out the whole time.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of just kind of shutting down easy avenues of attack, something that could be efficient and scoring goals and making CCC earn it.
Yeah, it's not as if we're just going to surprise these guys. You know, we're not going to trick them. We're not going to.
Well, there's only so much you can do on a soccer field in general, right? Then you can't run the Statue of Liberty play, and you can't throw the alley-oop. You just got to kind of grind in and take advantage of your talent.
True. And we see some of our CCC players over there getting ready maybe to come in for the first time today.
Possibly some fresh legs.
Yeah. Long ball down. Nothing going there.
That looks to be another penalty and some more continued contact down the field.
Dangerous ball here. Possibilities for Domingos. Aaron Edwards on the right-hand side. Who does he go toward in the middle? Going to fall back. Put it in. Jake?
Ooh, just a little bit slow developing.
And look what happens.
Yep.
Nice little counterattack here. Number 7 from Blue River.
And into the back of the net.
And
wow.
Ooh, nice little celebration there. He is from the other team, but I got to give him credit. It was a good goal,
Yeah.
and it was a pretty good celebration.
Oh, well, and he's been doing his work without scoring goals early and often in this ballgame, so he definitely earned his, and with some gymnastics to finish it off.
For any football fans out there, he reminds me of Romelu Lukaku for Man United. He's not very tall, but he's very strong.
Yeah.
And he's like a little bowling ball out there.
Wow, he's got a good burst of speed in the open field.
And he just rolls and rolls and rolls, and it's hard to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you saw him get on the ball, and you saw him stay composed the whole time, too. You know, defenders all around him. Slotted that ball to Nathan Hart's left.
Yep.
And a place where, you know, Nathan has the near goal covered, but that far post, you know, it's just impossible.
And without
to
help,
cover,
without help from any defenders, he's been, you know, he kind of on an island there, and that's always tough for any goalkeeper.
Yeah, definitely so. Number 7 from Blue River definitely doing an excellent job.
Yeah.
And there he is now.
Just Coffey's continue to try to get something in the net, but under 20 to go, down 4 goals. It's one of those, you're building towards Pratt now.
Well, and remember we talked about Rensburg and how he might not come out. Hadn't come out yet.
No.
He might as well just get used to that. Pretty dangerous ball played into the box there. Almost got a head on it for CCC, but just inches off. We will have a corner kick here. And plenty of reinforcements as well. Looks like Edwards will finally go off. Looks like we'll get some reinforcements to the midfield and also to the attackers. Number 14, Jeffrey Solis. Rensburg is in there. Another one back in.
Nice cross. Just not quite able to come down with it. But a good opportunity again. Many opportunities for the Ravens today, just they were unable to come down with them.
Maybe some more practice in front of goal.
Yeah.
Maybe some more, shots on goal. Yeah, but the vision's there.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to finish it up, go all the way through.
And again, it's just you've been close over and over and over again. Next time, whether it's later in this ball game, whether it's tomorrow, later this week, later this season.
And that's why I think, playing tomorrow is definitely a good thing.
Absolutely.
So let's see what we can do with this here. Lyra's going to put this in. Rensburg hits the ground. Now, Rensburg's a pretty big guy. He's not just going to hit the ground on his own. Going to play it all the way back to the goalie here. Nathan Hart's going to secure this. Send it back out. David sent it back. Ooh, tough play there. A little bit too physical. Going to take a quick one. Nice job there. Has options in the middle. What will he do? Gets it there. Gets through. Ooh, just could not.
Not enough on it, but I like the idea and I like the aggressiveness there on that last drive.
Great play there. Nothing wrong with that at all. Did everything well. Just a little unfortunate with the placement of that last ball.
Yeah. But that's not an attempt we have seen very often, those long run out cross path passes there. Something new CCC has not had an opportunity to work on earlier in this ball game, but I like mixing it up.
Oh, yeah, definitely so.
Speaking of mixing it up, we got some more contact in the middle of the field, but again, I like it. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, good battles, really. Here's Domingos. He's tripped up. That'll be another free kick there. Played to the middle. Got a head on it.
Not bad. But yet just not quite there. But how many shots on goal have there been in the last 5 minutes? Not bad.
Yeah, Shelby Craig has been battling up front all game. Got his head to that one. Just wasn't able to get some direction on it. Yeah, a lot of intensity. So here we go with some reinforcements. Lyra will go out. He'll take a seat. Number 12, Baylor Cox will come back in.
a bad try there. Ooh.
No, yeah,
and,
Cox.
Well, yeah, there was some, and they let it go.
Well, I think it was just, they both got there at the same time.
Yeah, I agree, and I like that. I like that they let that go.
Sent it to the middle. So at least trying to get onto that one, but unable to.
And then they're not gonna let that one. Well, maybe they will. Nope. I was fooled by myself, but no, they're gonna let. Again, it's usually when only one person hits the turf. We've seen today that they're usually gonna get the ball.
Nice defense there in the middle. Number 10 from Blue River doing basically whatever he's wanted to all game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice give and go.
And a shove. I can see an exclamation from
4-on-1
Coach
there.
Schicky there, and a free kick.
So let's see what we'll do with this free kick.
And the ball's been squarely on this side of the field for the last several minutes here. CCC still unable to put one in the net.
Ooh, nice shot on goal.
And there you see the difference in basically luck. One end, CCC, the ball bounces off the goalkeeper, and it goes into the back of the net for Blue River. Here, same opportunity, can't quite knock it through. But that's just the way athletics and especially soccer works. Just things can be so similar, yet so different in the outcome.
Yeah, that's tough there. Got to keep going, though. Nice shot here. Rebound, Rinsburg. Ooh,
and just
almost.
Not able. Wow, over and over again. And unable to capitalize. So close on several opportunities. You'd think the score would be so much different just if a few balls had bounced differently.
And I'm going to go ahead and give a lot of credit to Blue River's goal.
Absolutely.
Great job here. Another free ball all the way through.
Well, excellent job by the defenders on that one. Not even letting the goalkeeper get involved there. Excellent last stand there.
That goalkeeper might want to take his defenders out to lunch or dinner tomorrow.
Or maybe vice versa.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it works both ways.
True.
Or maybe just the forward should be paying for it. I don't know. But that was an excellent job there by Blue River.
It really was.
Multiple shots just right into the chest. An excellent job keeping the net clean.
Flick on by Blue River, but no one there to track it down. Sanchez will let it play back to Hart. Hart, unfortunately, on the wrong end of some shots tonight. Had some really good saves, but
yes, he did.
Nice little play here going forward. Nice clearance, though, Blue River.
Yep. And now Blue River kind of settling into the just clear the ball, don't give up any late goals, and get this game with 13 minutes left over with.
Yeah, that's basically it. Go ahead and play it out. Secure down your defense. Plays just like that, playing it back to the goalie. No harm, no foul.
Well, save smart plays. That's just what you do in that situation.
Very good point.
You're not really necessarily running out the clock. You're still going to try to score if you get the opportunity, but it's being patient with your opportunities.
And soccer is a game that allows for that. Sometimes retreating, in other sports doesn't make quite much sense. In basketball, if you go past the half-court line, you give it back.
Right.
In football, if you
can't
go
go backwards.
Yeah, in soccer you can, though. There's no penalty for that, obviously. It's part of the strategy, part of getting people back into position. We have some chirping going on down there right now.
Not unsurprising the way this game's been played, as competitive as these two teams are.
Well, and you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Nope.
During these during the the junk time, the junk minutes of the game. Number 9, Trenton Spees, looks like he kind of limps off there. Doesn't look like anything serious, but all right. So number 18, Jeremiah Lowry, he gets in left back position. Good job by him to track that one down. Speedy left back. Ooh, pretty good challenge there from Blue River. They are not giving up.
Yeah.
I mean, you as a coach, you like to see that.
Oh, yeah,
battling
absolutely.
To the end.
Especially guys who are not key players or starters in your lineup. You like to see them getting in there and taking these minutes seriously.
Yeah, definitely so.
Ooh, nice move.
Baylor Cox is going to send that one to the middle.
Just just a miss, and that's how close are they? How close have they been this second half?
That's true.
You look at 4 or 5 opportunities of goals they could have scored that could have made it 5-all.
Yeah,
there's
that's a really good point.
So many opportunities.
Shot on goal. American football, that's 3, but this version, just out of touch.
Goalkeeper jumping up unnecessarily, showing off his hops.
Well, just showing him off.
LeBron James couldn't have brought that one down.
Nah. Could you imagine LeBron James as a goalkeeper? Would anything get past him?
No.
I mean, seriously.
But then again, could you imagine him as like a forward on a
true.
header?
Yeah. Or maybe Dikembe Mutombo as a goalie or something like that.
Kevin Durant, somebody just.
And every time Dikembe stopped the goal, he'd go.
That would be great.
Finger wave.
He'd be busy.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. CCC just trying to clear this one out. Baylor Cox very active on that right-hand side.
Oh, nice. Just a little bit short on the pass, but excellent job there.
Now that was a high boot there. You're not allowed to bring your cleat up so close to a person's face.
I guess the official felt that the Raven put his face near the guy's cleat. I guess would be the call there. I don't. Or maybe just because nothing happened.
Maybe he totally missed it.
Again, sometimes we forget as fans, as broadcasters, as just people who want to be associated with athletics, that officials are, in fact, surprise, surprise, humans.
Oh, they're human beings?
Yeah. We forget something. Well, except for in baseball where they're trying to get rid of the human element.
I don't like that at all. I don't like it one bit.
Not a fan of that, huh?
I'm not a fan of it, really.
On the strike zones and all that stuff?
Well, I had a discussion about this with a friend, and they said, well, what if you keep the umpire, but he's being told what to call?
At that point, why have the umpire?
Well, for home plate type calls. And
I see what you're saying. Well, you need.
So maybe just have a ball strike type thing in his ear, telling him what to call. But no, I don't like any of it. Video assistant.
That would take the fun out of booing the umpire because then he would just be like, "Hey,
there's
the computer."
There's no one to blame.
Yeah, I'm gonna boo an iPad at this point. Like, it's not as much fun. I like booing real people.
Well, you can't.
You can't go piggyback.
Can't blame Solis for being so aggressive.
Yeah.
But no piggybacks allowed in soccer. But a lot of huge
or in most sports
plays, iconic plays, would have never happened with video assistant referee. One that comes up, the immaculate reception by Franco Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That ball hit the ground, but they didn't call it.
Yeah.
One of the most memorable football plays ever. But if we had video assistant referee, it would have never even happened. So sometimes the human element.
Yeah, we do ruin things, but we also make things better from time to time. That was the most backhanded, I guess, compliment.
It was Yogi Berra. It was like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
That's right. The philosopher himself. It's like Socrates, Plato, Yogi Berra.
Dirk Andrews, yeah.
Dirk Andrews. That name goes without saying. Except we should say it.
It's not published yet.
Working on it. Right? Got a tome of Dirkisms.
I will take investors.
Just money sight unseen. Just
bam.
Give me a check.
Fund me. Blue River still just
playing hard. I like it, and that's what college athletics is all about.
Methodical too.
Absolutely.
Just sticking with the game plan.
Within the game plan.
Looks pretty easy because they make it look that easy because they work so hard at it.
Absolutely. And another whistle.
Yeah, a little chippiness down here. Honestly, I think for both teams, it's high time just to get this thing over with and go back to the locker rooms and shower up. A lot of good things for Blue River, obviously. Some good things for Coffeyville as well. Like you said, they've been so close.
Well, they answered so early.
True.
And so quickly, it makes you wonder where have all the rest of the goals gone. And we'll tell you, they've gone just outside the goalpost. They've been right there. The first half, they struggled kind of answering back as quickly as they would like. But the second half, they've had a plethora of opportunities that have just not fallen within the net.
And in all fairness, I guess we've only given up one goal this half. So we've done better at shutting down their attack. 2?
Yeah.
It's been 2? Okay, so we've given up 2 this half.
That might be 1. Math is hard. And
I think we played better defensively this second half. That's for sure. We hadn't seen so many runs on that left-hand side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The kind of crunching down on their number one strategy is definitely came into play. It's just it's hard to make up that big goal deficit.
Whoa, and a nice pass there.
Yes, it was.
Back to the
and a risky cross back.
Yeah, definitely. So Hart would have been out of place there, but not to his fault. He was just trying to cover that post.
And that comes from communication with your defenders, which, again, in junior college can take a while sometimes because you've got so much turnover year in and year out.
Yeah, very good point.
Sometimes it can be easier. Most sports, the offense looks much better than the defense early in the year because it's easy to score points. It's not so easy to communicate with several others on the same page like a cohesive unit.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Works football flips. It's usually defenses look great because offensive schemes are so difficult, but in basketball, soccer, it's usually goal scoring, point scoring is much easier at the beginning of the season versus at the end. Plus, they've seen you already.
Sure. Yeah, they have film. They can game plan.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know from year to year what players are going to rise to the occasion versus not. So sometimes you just don't have a game plan for a guy, and he comes out of nowhere.
Well, the improvements from when you're 19 to 20 are massive, right? And you can really blossom and grow into not only an athlete but a person as well.
And, again, tomorrow we will have the motivational hour with Zach Mitchell. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling blue, tune in and he'll get you right back up.
Well, it's Sunday. You're supposed to be inspirational.
That's
right?
true. That's true. Ooh, dangerous ball played in. Hart, what is he going to do with this one?
Way to get that out of there. Nice job. And some more contact down there on the goal line.
They're going to call this one, let's see, going to give a corner.
Looks like it was knocked out by Hart. And then the extra contact there, just the byproduct of some tough soccer.
Yeah, this little bit of hustle there.
Yeah. And a beautiful evening shaping up for us, looks like, here in Coffeyville.
Yeah, definitely so. I wonder what Conor McGregor's up to right now.
Probably enjoying the view of Coffeyville is what I probably got this up on
I'm
his phone.
sure he's watching. Yeah, I'm sure he's watching right now.
How else are you going to get hyped?
Yeah, pre-match type stuff.
That's right. It would be cool if he was.
So, let's just go ahead and do it. Predictions for tonight?
No, me and boxing go way back. No, I don't know. Floyd's the boxer, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Floyd's the champ, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, go Floyd. Doesn't mean I support him as a person or anything like that, but I don't know. I don't know enough to know. All I know is it's just who's ever, I don't know. I hope the event lives up to the hype.
That's true.
I'm more rooting for the experience versus any rooting interest at all.
Did you hear that him and Bieber aren't friends anymore? I heard that. I know that's pretty big.
Yeah, because he was in his crew, right?
Like Bieber was a good friend of Mayweather. Now they're not friends anymore. I mean, come on.
Were you ever a believer?
No.
He's not. You weren't really his demographic, I suppose.
No, I'm not really into.
Well, the 28 to 35-year-old dudes aren't really.
I'm not a girl.
No.
Not a teenage girl. No.
Yeah.
Honestly, if so, I'm going to put it out there. I think Mayweather will win.
Yeah.
However, it would not surprise me if maybe McGregor just got like a really good 1-2 punch in and just totally devastated.
Well, if McGregor wins, will more fighters transition into boxing or try to challenge boxers? Because that would be awesome.
That's actually an interesting question, and I will have to say yes. I think they will.
I think that would be
definitely so.
They've always talked about when the NCAA instituted for basketball the one and done rule. Basically, you had to spend a year outside of high school before you could go pro. More and more players started going overseas. It wasn't a big exodus, but people tried it.
Sure.
I think that's something where if there is success early, that more people who are capable of doing so might take up that mantle. Not necessarily you're going to get as big a payday every time because I think Floyd has a lot to do with that. But I would be interested to see, and I think that would be good for just the world of professional fighting.
Yeah, sure. Sports overall. And Baylor Cox, I want to say, what a great move by him right there.
He's got some good
really nifty move there. As we get toward the end of this broadcast here, get toward the end of this game, CCC started off giving up a goal, then quickly got one back. Looked like they were, maybe going to press for this victory or even more, but unable to. Blue Rivers, attack along that left-hand side just a little bit too much, and just, some luck on their side as well.
Absolutely. Well, and some anti-luck for the Ravens.
Yeah, definitely so.
Well, Dirk, you never gave me your pick.
Oh, I think Mayweather. I think
Yep.
Mayweather's going to get it. But like I said, if McGregor were to come out and just get him one or two good
Yep.
times, like in the second or third round early,
Yeah,
I could see that. But Mayweather's the professional in that area. I just hope it's a good fight, like you said.
Yeah, I just hope it's a good experience and hope people don't feel cheated out of the ticket to watch.
Sure. Ooh, that's a tough ball there. So about a minute left. So those who missed out on some of the Premier League action today, just real quick, Man City 2, Bournemouth 1. We're going to give a shout-out to Abby Wilkinson and all of her family over in Huddersfield. Huddersfield finally in the Premier League. They drew with Southampton 0-0. Man United 2-0 over Leicester. Barcelona, 2 goals from Messi today. That just happens all the time, right?
The sun came up this morning, and
Yeah,
Messi scored a couple
Messi
of goals.
scored 2 goals,
Yeah.
exactly. And then tomorrow we'll have Madrid playing against Valencia in the afternoon to round out the soccer weekend. So a lot of good action sports-wise. It's a pretty cool time of the year. You have the World Series just around the corner.
Mhm.
You have NFL college football starting, soccer, volleyball for us here on campus. So
It looks like we're going to get a yellow. Yep, that's going to be a yellow card. We got some shoving going on, and with 20 seconds to go,
I was going to say, you would have thought that would have came earlier.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, he earned himself a spot.
Yep.
He got on the roll sheet.
Not the way you want to.
No.
But that's going to be how this game ends.
He got on the roll sheet in red marker, not in just regular. So, yeah, let's see here.
And that is how it's going
to
go.
I was gonna say,
5-1.
Yeah, that's got to be it there, right?
Or is he going to declare some time put back on the clock?
I think he might. And honestly, I think the Ravens will want a little bit of time, just maybe to get this free kick taken. But
when the extracurricular activity started, there's about a minute left. So you're looking at around 60 to 70 seconds worth of time.
Well, we'll see if he allows for that.
The official doing things by the books, which you like to see. And then, or they're just going to wait. Nope, they're going to let it play out. The buzzer
he's gonna
prematurely
let it go.
sounds here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, but the official with the whistle will make the final call.
Official with the whistle. Yeah, so Hart's just going to play that one out. Ooh, dangerous ball, really. Options on the left and right-hand side. Hart's going to come out. Oh, that was dangerous of Hart. He could have easily taken the player out. Ooh. And let's see here. Man, he's still going to allow some time.
Yeah,
but that's got to be it there.
Yeah, we're just about there. We're in that vaunted extra time part of soccer, which can fluctuate based on the referee and the game. And
well, and there we go.
There you go. That'll be it.
What a great way to start off the homestand for the women. Not so great for the men, however, plenty of positives to take from it. And just overall, it's cool to be back streaming live with all of you here from Coffeyville. So thanks for joining us. Zach, thanks for joining me. Fellas, thanks for being here with us. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy the fight.